Hi everyone. I hope you had a great spring break and I hope you are having fun at school during this week. I miss you guys. I miss our book club and I hope to see you all next Tuesday. For this week we are going to have a session that is on Google Drive, and I'm recording this YouTube video for you guys so it's a little bit easier to catch up on the book. If you remember, we were reading together the chapter 6 on the book When Hitler Stole Pink Rabbit before you guys took the holidays off. And now I want you to stay with me so we can read together chapter 7, 8, 9, and 10, some short summaries, and then do an activity together on Google Drive at the end. Okay, so let's see what is going to happen on chapter 7. Chapter 7 shows Anna settling into school life. She enjoys it quite a bit and becomes better friends with Friendly and makes new friends, like Rosalie. She does not like playing separately from the boys and becomes bored with girl games. In this chapter, she has a fight with her teacher about cavemen and is chased by a red-headed boy and 5 of his friends until Mama slaps the red-headed boy and protects Anna from them. There is some tension between Anna and Friendly over the attention Anna gets from the boys, but they make up. Oh wow, so we see in this chapter that even though Anna is trying to settle into her new school life and she's trying to make some new friends, there are some kind of conflicts with her teacher and also with a red-headed boy and 5 other friends of his. They seem to make up in the end, but let's see what's going to happen in chapter 8. So in chapter 8, Anna turns 10 and her family takes her on an outgoing that includes a visit to the Zurich Literary Society and a picnic. Anna feels sick most of the time and so does not have a lot of fun. Papa is very busy with an assistant of his and he is constantly absorbed in his own thoughts. He expresses some frustration at being run out of his own country by his own people. He then explains to Anna that they probably won't stay in Switzerland because they won't publish Papa's writing for fear of upsetting the Nazis. He thinks they might go to France. He and Anna decide that they are refugees. Anna thinks it sounds adventurous. So it's Anna's birthday in this chapter, and they go out to celebrate it even though they are all sad because probably they have to move again from Switzerland to France. We have a word here, the word refugee. Do you guys know what a refugee is? Have you ever heard of this word before? Let's explore it a little bit on the next slide. So what is a refugee? Refugee is a person who has been forced to leave their country in order to escape war, persecution, or natural disaster. As we can see in this illustration photo, people tend to leave their countries in some specific situations, and they are so sad. Look at the environment when they are living. They are living on tents. They had to leave everything behind. Their houses, their friends, probably part of their family. Do you think it's happening the same to Anna? We'll find out reading the book more. Okay, so in chapter 9 is a display of anti-Semitism. The author noticed that Max is often totally unengaged in school, despite being clever. He spends a lot of his time playing with Anna and the Swiss children. That is, until one day 2 young German children from Munich, Schiffreit and Gudrun, I guess those are their names, start to play with them all. However, Shifrite and Gudrun's mother tell them not to play with Anna and Max. When they play with them a second time, their mother becomes even angrier. Max and Anna cannot understand why, and neither can the other children. When Anna tells Mama, she considers talking to the mother, but the family disappears soon thereafter. It appears that the mother didn't want her children to play with Jewish children. So we can see that chapter 9 is a really sad chapter for a couple of reasons. First of all, Max is trying so hard to get engaged in school, but it's hard for him. And then, even though they make it to have some new friends, their parents doesn't want them to play with Anna and Max. We also have here a new word that probably you guys haven't heard of, the word anti-Semitism. Do you have any idea of what the word anti-Semitism means? Let's find out. So what is anti-Semitism? Anti-Semitism is hostile behavior toward Jewish just because they are Jewish, including stereotype views and teaching proclaiming the inferiority of Jewish. As you can see, we can kind of see this anti-Semitism happening when Hitler stole Pink Rabbit with Anna's family, because Anna and her brother Max are, for instance, not allowed to play with another German refugee family's children due to the fact that they are Jewish. This is not completely stated in the book, but is on the other hand very clear. Similarly, we can see anti-Semitism mentioned in the relation to the fact that Papa must flee Germany, not merely due to his criticism of the Nazi regime, or because he was writing bad words about the Nazi regimes in his newspapers or in his new books, but due to the fact that he is a Jewish intellectual. The fact that they had to move from Germany to Switzerland and probably on a later time to another country is just making it more explicit to the fact that Papa, in this case, cannot publish his work regularly in Switzerland or France, and is making it so hard for them to find a job and to have a normal life, even though they are changing a lot of countries and trying to find the best for their family. Okay, so let's go shortly to chapter 10. We see here that Papa goes to Paris in the beginning of chapter 10, and when he leaves, their grandmother, Mama, comes to take care of them. She is a kind old woman, but has a dreadful dog named Pumple. Pumple makes lots of trouble, and no one likes him, except Mama. One day, he drowns, and Mama is crushed, though no one else is. She can't stop thinking about him. About the same time, Anna overhears Mama talking to Mama about all the horrible things happening to Jewish refugees inside and outside of the Germany. When Mama tells the story of a professor in a concentration camp, Anna becomes incredibly upset and tells herself that she will try not to think about Germany ever again. At the end of the chapter, Mama leaves for her home in the south of France due to her grief over Pumple. Wow, we see here that we had a dog who unfortunately lost his life and is not living anymore. But we also see here in this chapter that Papa goes to Paris, which is in France, and probably leaves Anna and the other part of the family behind in Switzerland for a short period of time, or probably there with them. We will see more what is going on in the next chapters. So we have a short activity on Google Drive. I want you guys to write a proper paragraph giving 3 or more reasons why you would like to spend the day with, or why would you not like to spend the day with Anna from when Hitler stole Pink Rabbit. Your paragraphs needs 1. A topic sentence, B. 3 or more supporting sentences, and C, a concluding sentence. Also, after watching this video, we all are going to be on the same page that we are on chapter 10. And as a homework, I want you guys to read the chapter 11 and 12 for Tuesday. They are short chapters. You can start reading on class with your partner, or you can start or do it by yourself individually as a homework. Probably take the book home and try to read a little bit there, so we can discuss what happened in chapter 11 and 12 when we meet together on Tuesday on Zoom. If you have any question, feel free to email me and I will reply back to you, and I will help you with whatever question you have. I hope you have a great rest of the week, and I cannot wait to see you all on Tuesday.